Hey, what's slicing, everybody? Chris back with CAC Knives here. Sorry I had to take about a week off there. I got a bad cold. You still probably hearing my voice a little bit. But, yeah, I wasn't able to talk too well. But, anyway, today we're going to have a really interesting unboxing. I'm not even sure what's in here. It's a, it was a late Christmas present from my grandparents. Sometimes they pick out stuff for me. And this is a very big box. I can't even fit it all in the camera. I know it's a knife. It's from Nordic Blades. I'm not sure, what that is. I've never had a Nordic blade knife. I'm guessing by the size of the box that this is a fixed blade. If it's a folding knife, it's going to be a pretty big one. But yeah, let's see. Let's get in here. My grandpa did say he opened it and looked at it. So it probably didn't have any plastic or anything anymore. Oh my. Okay. Well, that's going to show how big the knife is. Nordic Viking series is what it says there on the top. I'm trying not to hit the camera. Wow. A pretty nice sheath here. I'm not going to lie. Very nice. Look at the sheath. It's pretty nice quality. Let's see. Can't really tell if that's leather or not. Let me smell the inside. I don't want to accurately say yes or no because my nose is still pretty stuffed up. I don't want to say yes or no and be wrong. I don't think it says anywhere on the box here. I'll look after we get the knife out. But, wow, it's got a really nice resin wood handle here. Let's look at this here. Oh, wow. What kind of blade shape is that? Based on the sheath, I thought it was like a Bowie knife or something, but what is this? Is that Damascus? Oh, man, I think that lodged down in there. Let's look at this real quick here. What is that? I don't know what that is on the blade. Let's see if that don't wipe off here. Let's see. I got one of my claws here close to me. See if that wipes off here. Wipe off the blade here. Oh, yeah, that wipes off. Okay. I was wondering. Didn't know what that was. This must be a prune to fingers knife here. Let me get this knife out of here and wipe it down a little bit. Could have been from my grandpa, could have been from the factory. I'm honestly not sure. I'm not gonna say I wiped it down the best here, but it's more one of those quick wipe downs. Oh wow, this is some form of Damascus for sure. Yeah, some form of Damascus. I'm not sure what the black is, but let's move this big box out of the way. Is there anything on the box? It says NordicBlades.shop. It has an Instagram and a Facebook. That's honestly usually a good sign. And a scanner code there if you guys want to scan it. It has a lifetime limited warranty for NordicShop.com. Those are usually good signs. Things like that usually mean the company cares about the knife. Look at this monster. What do we have here? Nordic Viking series. There's some things that I really like about this, and there's some things that I'm questioning. I really love this resin wood handle. It looks really nice. Really, really, really nice. I'm checking on these lines on the handle here. A lot of times you can tell if something's really cheap or not by if things are like messed up on the handles. And it all feels flush, all feels nice. Nice and smooth. It's all smoothed off. I wonder how far the tang goes back into the handle here, or if it's all the way back or not. It is some form of Damascus, some really different Damascus. You can see it there. It's not fake. Yeah, you can very vaguely feel the lines, but they're definitely there. I wonder how sharp it is. This is definitely not a normal video. I'm not very I'm not a very big expert on fixed blades like I am folding knives, I mean, obviously there's a lot of similarities, but I know next to nothing about this. Let me get an index card here. Let's see if this thing's sharp. To me, for a fixed blade, it better be sharp, right? Wow. Yeah, that's sharp. Wow, that was cool. Well, I don't know really what you would use this blade shape for, but it's a very slicey fixed blade. Very big too. This thing kind of feels more like a combat style knife than anything, you know, you'd use as a tool. I mean, I'm sure you can't use this as a tool, but it's very slicey. It's got a very thin edge. Look at this. Look at this thin edge. It's kind of dark when I'm recording this. A very thin edge. Show you how big this is. Let me bring out the Penguin here. This is the QSP Penguin. It's just a knife that's sitting beside me here on my stand. Look how big this knife is. Goodness. It's a cool one to have in the collection for sure. This is like one of those knives you like set up, you know. I feel like they were going to make this pretty kind of Damascus here. They should have kept their logo off the blade, or at least put it on the not show side, right? Because this side looks, you know, this side looks more clean than the other side does. I guess for a left-handed person, that's good, right? That's kind of the good thing about a lot of these kind of knives is left-hand people. Doesn't really matter if you're left or right-handed for fixed blades, right? Except kind of how the sheaths are made. Sheaths are usually made for right-hand carries. But yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. If any of you guys know about any of this kind of stuff, I'd have to look up the blade steel and everything for this, which I may do and put in the description if I could find it. They probably found this on Amazon. I'm going to say based on the build quality here and the really nice sheath, even though it is from Amazon, I bet this knife was at least 40 bucks. 35, 40 bucks, somewhere around there. Might be more than that. I don't know how much they paid for this, but it's pretty nice looking. And it really is. Like, I've seen some cheap sheaths too, and even if this isn't real leather, which it might not be, like I said, mine is kind of stuffed up, so it's kind of hard for me to fully tell. But I just noticed it's got like similar lines here on the sheath that it has on the blades. That's kind of cool. And it does appear to be Damascus. It doesn't appear to be fake. I don't know if I should use my nail to try to... Yeah, what is that material? It's so weird. It's like, I know the metal's cold. You see my fingerprints like disappear into the blade. See that? It's crazy. Gone. You see that? That's cool. I don't know what this is. Don't know what the steel is. It does appear to be Damascus. I'm not really sure what's going on with this black either. The black, like in the upper part of the blade. Then you got the Sanmai Damascus, and then you got the real blade steel here on the bottom, which it is not immune to my fingerprints. And like the top, I could still see the lines there from it. But yeah, interesting. Let's see before we go. I just tested something there. It makes a very, it's because the hole in the blade, I think, is why it makes that noise. But let's make that, let's see how well this sheath is. Now remember, sheaths, right when you get them, especially leather and stuff like that, they're going to be pretty tough early on. You kind of got to break them in. Good sheaths have kind of break-in periods, but this will be another indication of how good this knife is. So fully in the sheath, let's see if it closes. I've had cheaper fixed blades that don't close. Oh, yeah, closes just fine. Yep, it's closed in there. Doesn't come out. Yep, doesn't come out. Just undo that button. Right out. All right, good deal. Let's see if it scratched the blade up anywhere. See how there's little marks on the blade from where it was in the sheath. I wonder if those created scratches or not. Where'd that rag go? A lot of times these kind of more polished blades just get marks on them. Sometimes you gotta scrub them off. You did scratch the blade. Let's see. So that's not a good sign that leather and fabric. Unless I was there already, maybe I just didn't notice. I don't know if that's a scratch or not. Yeah, that's... I don't think that's a scratch. I just think where it has a high polish, a lot of times with high polishes, they leave marks, but you scrub them good enough, those marks go away. Yeah, those marks are slowly going away. So I think it's just how the polish is. But yeah, let me know if you guys know anything about this. I'm definitely not going to claim to be any kind of expert. Just something my grandparents probably thought looked cool. So they got it for me. And yeah, I think it does look pretty cool. Be a nice kind of collector's piece, I suppose, to keep in my collection. I probably own 10 to 15 fixed blades. I used to carry one with me when I went fishing a lot more often. I used to carry a, oh gosh, I can't even remember what it's called now. But I got two of them actually. Got one over there in my fishing box, and I got one in my fixed blade case over there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys can give me any information on this, I'd appreciate it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.